Holy shit, you guys. Donald Trump is losing his most important, most loyal, biggest base, rural voters. And mind you, what I'm about to tell you is a poll conducted by Fox News. There has been a 34% swing for Donald Trump by his loyal base, the rural base. It went from plus 20 in early 2025 when he first took office all the way down into the negatives, a negative 14. And when you isolate it to just rural white voters, it went from plus 27 early 2025 to negative 6. He's underwater. 71% of rural voters disagree with how he's been handling the economy. They wonder if they even matter to him. I can't believe it's taken this many years and so many fucking clear signs for them to realize that. So this is the big question. How is it going to affect midterms? Are they going to flip? Are they just going to not vote? This is a big question. So this is huge.
This was the moment where people understood, oh, this isn't our president, right? Now, listen, a progressive guy like me, we've kind of seen Trump's character this whole time, right? It's been a decade of us looking at him doing all of the crazy stuff, knowing he's going to do what he needs to say in order to, get connections for him. It's all about him, his empire, his family. That's what it's all about. Well, this was the moment that people are now looking back to where they say, oh, This is when we knew that Trump was part of the conspiracy. And you can tell when he has this inflection, you're about to listen, where he goes, well, he's still talking about that? Like, he actually has this tell that he does when he's lying through his teeth. Have a listen.
Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did?
So the question was about Epstein working for an intelligence agency, which was reported, and the emails have come out that Epstein had worked previously with the former prime minister of Israel. So this question was for Pam Bondi. She's been doing all the dirty work. Of course, she's been fired. But at this point, Trump steps in and says, no, we're not going there. Are you kidding me? Again, this is the saying, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the set?
Yeah, sure. If I
Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Are we even doing this still? This guy was a creep. Let's move on. What?
This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy?
Yeah, and you're going to have to go to a war in Iran to slow people down. But once that war settles, once we open up that Strait of Hormuz, we're opening up the files, whether you like it or not.
As everybody knows, Donald Trump's poll numbers are absolutely collapsing. A 33% approval rating in the latest Massachusetts Amherst poll. And of course, he is underwater on every single issue, getting worse by the week. Every new poll that comes out just seems to be horrible for him. But a week or two ago, a poll came out showing that among those who identify as MAGA, Donald Trump enjoys a 100% approval rating. There is no dissent about how awesome this dude is among the people who say, yes, I am MAGA. Which is not surprising at all, right? When you're in a cult, of course you're going to think everything the cult leader is doing is right. Otherwise, you wouldn't say, yes, I'm in the cult. So that poll is not shocking, it's not surprising, and it's not representative of the population as a whole. But that 100% number, of course, was touted. It was shown on CNN multiple times. Everybody's like, oh no, there is no fracturing of the base. But there is. Because that's only the number of people who identify as MAGA, which, as polls have shown us, with the exception of one YouGov outlier from a couple weeks ago, the number of Republicans identifying as MAGA has been dwindling since September. It's going down, so yes, he's got 100% of this group, but that group keeps getting smaller. That is what we would call, those of us with common sense, fracturing. Right? Because it's breaking off pieces and getting smaller. It's fracturing. but they insisted on CNN that there was no fracturing of the base, which is weird, especially because this week there was a major fracturing of Donald Trump's base. Tucker Carlson, Ann Coulter, and Alex frickin' Jones all came out this week and essentially disavowed Donald Trump at this point. Coulter, of course, just like Carlson, pissed off about the war in Iran. That's not America first. He's betrayed us. And we have heard other conservative talkers use the word betray ever since Donald Trump launched these attacks, back in February. But Alex Jones's comments, I got to give it to him. He kind of nailed it on this one. He said, he does look sick and he does babble and, sounds like the brain's not doing too hot. And so we just cut bait on Trump. Or we just mobilize against the Democrats and we mobilize against neocons. We primary them and we just fight even harder. Trump is just a minor figure in all of that now. We need to be sad about Trump. This is not funny. This is not good, but he's gone. And that's it. Trump needs an intervention. He needs to take some time off.
I don't know what he's doing. But the president is spiraling downward in his poll numbers. He is on a downward spiral now. And we'll talk about in a minute what's happening with the white working class. That's Trump's base. And he's now underwater with them. We saw one poll about 7 to 10 days ago showing it. And now there's another. There's no question. He's collapsed now with the white working class. My friends, that's it. Other than Fox News boomers, there's no one left. There's no one left in the original MAGA coalition. White working class? I really look forward to the people who purport to speak for the white working class, people who have written whole books about the working class and what's important to them, people who have been ripping on the so-called podcast class for being critical of this war and how they're completely irrelevant and no one listens to them. I really look forward to those people updating their reporting to tell us what's actually happening among the Trump base now. Because they want him to focus on the economy, on inflation, not on Iran. That's what they want. They don't give two shits about the Strait of Hormuz, about Karg Island, about blockades in the Middle East. They care about their pocketbooks and being able to pay their mortgages and their grocery bills and their car payment without getting that sickening feeling in their stomach. They don't have unlimited funds.
Want to hear some batshit billionaire news? Buckle up. First, Canada would like to thank Donald Trump for having the subtlety of a clown car with an I Love Dictators vanity plate for helping secure a Liberal government win on Monday. When asked about Trump's last-minute tweet threatening to make Canada the 51st state on voting day, newly reminted Prime Minister Mark Carney said, "God, I love the uneducated." Next, Tesla is ramping up production on their new electric semi-trucks, with 50,000 expected to be produced next year, which should be even more fun to spray paint giant dicks on. Next, the ketamine cowboy has also announced that Tesla robots will outperform the best surgeons in 5 years, which is very exciting for anyone who's ever dreamt of being filleted by the Terminator. And Amazon said that they would start displaying price increases due to the Trump tariffs until Trump threw a hissy fit and said that that move was a hostile political tactic, to which Amazon responded, hypocrite. Want more pre-apocalyptic unhinged headlines? Don't forget to hit follow on your way out. And one last thing, a shout out to Australia, who's taking their turn to play spin the bottle with fascism this weekend. Remember, Egghead is a member of the IDU.
Donald Trump is gradually losing his fan base. As we speak now, a lot of people who are Donald Trump fan base, they are now decamping from his fan. Because what they are saying is not what they expected. These people back Donald Trump. They voted for him. But Donald Trump turned around. Everything turned against his supporters. Gradually, he's losing his fan base. From the comment section where this videos is being dropped, many people are saying that they can never vote for Republicans again. you can see that the role that Donald Trump is playing right now may affect Republicans, may affect the upcomers that we try to campaign from Republicans. Now, both his fans, everybody, MAGAs, they are regretting it. Latinos, they are regretting it. Some of his fans is now losing them. Then who will not stand for him again? Even if he did not win, if anybody come out from Republican, are they going to support that person to win? That is the problem. That is the problem, honestly. We are talking of tomorrow, the future. We are not talking of Donald Trump, because Donald Trump has won and is ruling. He's doing it the way that he wants. Many people supported him. Now they are regretting it. You that have watched this video up to this moment, thank you for tuning into Esther Empire Update. Let me know your honest thoughts in the comment box. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn your bell notification for more updates. I will see you in my next. Bye.